It's the second week edition of the Counter Press, and the week where we preview most of the games that are going to come on in Europe for you. So last week the English Premier League did start, the French League now did start, and the Italian Serie A is going to start this weekend. The German Bundesliga is going to start. So we will preview almost every game for you. And then of course we give you the best betting tips here. But just before we go on, like we always do all to like, subscribe, and share. Do well to like, subscribe, and share to Fiifi-Manfred on the YouTube, the Counter Press. I'm very grateful to have you here. Very grateful to have you joining us here on the Counter Press. Do leave your notification, leave comments in the comment section. Do well, subscribe, and share. Now let us get to it. So there are some mouth-watering games. So I think in the first week of the English Premier League, some of the big results. Man City did the regular stuff. They went away to Turf Moor, got the results against Burnley. Arsenal negotiated a win against Nottingham Forest. Chelsea and then Liverpool sports that shares the spoils at Stamford Bridge. I mean, these results were expected. But I think in the second week, there are going to be some results that you need to be very careful of. And that's why you need to tune into the Counter Press and Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube every time. First of all, Liverpool are going to stay at home to play against Bournemouth. I mean, Liverpool's Anfield form, even last season where they were not so good, was a good side. Now, since Bournemouth lost their manager, they seem to be a bit of shadow themselves. They struggled before, and you saw how good the Wolves side was when after they've gotten that manager that left Bournemouth for them. So going away to go and play against Liverpool at Anfield is going to be a tough one for Bournemouth, and I expect that Liverpool wins this one. It's a game that I really do think that Liverpool will win that one. Very important in that regard. And another big game that's going to come on is Tottenham Hotspur going to play against Manchester United. You know, so this game is tricky. If you were Ange Postecoglou and you watched that Wolves game against Manchester United on Monday, you knew that, okay, the areas where you can target Manchester United's build-up through Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and if you occupy that side and you isolate Wan-Bissaka, force Andre Onana to pass to him, then that's going to be the press trigger to go in hard and strong on him, to press him, win the ball, and then create chance. Because that's exactly what Wolves did the whole time. And if they were efficient, they could have gotten a goal. And in fact, they should have gotten a penalty in that game, which they didn't. So in a game like this, I'm expecting that. So Manchester United also under Erik ten Hag are very good at playing big games. They tend to show up in big games like that. So you have to be very careful when you're playing against Manchester United in big games. But I'm expecting that in this game, Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur are probably going to play out a draw. But most likely, the best bet for it to go for is a double chance or an over 1.5 for both teams. That's all goals are going to come in this game. Man City versus Newcastle United. Man City are tired. I think they are short in depth. Kevin De Bruyne's injury is definitely going to affect them. But they are going away they are playing at home at Etihad. But there's going to be a lot of intensity in this game. If you look at this Newcastle side, it is hinged on intensity from defense to the middle of the park to the attack. It's intensity. When Joel Linton and the other guys on the field of play, Bruno Guimaraes, add a lot of bite and still in the middle of the park. It's intensity and directness. And that's exactly why they let Alexander Maxim go to bring in the former Leicester City winger who gets the goals done. I mean, he is very effective in terms of getting the goals done. He's very effective. Harvey Barnes in front of goal, more direct than Alexander Maxim. So it's something I'm expecting from them. I'm expecting that Newcastle will score. I'm expecting that Manchester City are going to score as well. So I'm expecting more than 2 goals in this game. I think this game is going to be I think this game essentially is going to be an over 1.5. I mean, as a neutral, you want to enjoy the game. If you are betting, that you just want to salvage and find the best way to keep your money and also possibly win, increase your chance of winning. And that's why I think that an over 1.5 is a good bet for a game like this against Manchester City. It's a big game for Man City after that win against Sevilla in the UEFA Super Cup. It's an important one. Even just before we go on to the other games of the English Premier League, Chelsea are going to play against Liverpool on Saturday 3 p.m. Chelsea are going to play against West Ham United on Saturday at 3 p.m. Romeo Lavia is in, Moses Caicedo is in, Chelsea's back four seems to be set. Yes, Reece James is injured, but equally very good fullback replacement in Malo Gusto. He's an exciting player. I really do think that he can play the game there. I think that he can make a difference with Chelsea Football Club. Playing against West Ham United, who are yet to properly start their season. They had issues under David Moyes, and even the replacement of Declan Rice has been a big deal. When Chelsea are going away to the London Stadium, it's a big deal. It's very difficult for them. So, I mean, again, it's for purposes of betting. That's why you're betting. It's a double chance for Chelsea going away there. Chelsea has a very good score to win, but double chance seems like a very decent result for them in that regard. Also, now let's go into some of the other leagues that are going to go on, like the Portuguese league. Benfica are going to stay at home to play against Estrela. It's again, I think, an over 1.5 is the best bet for anybody. Benfica are good at scoring goals. It's the beginning of the Portuguese league. You don't want to stick your head out for anybody. And over 1.5 is a good bet for a game like that. Genk versus Toulouse VV is a game that I think that Genk should be able to win. Should be able to win at home. They are very, very decent side. They're able to navigate the rounds and get a job done. I think Ghent should be able to navigate a win in this game. Kilmarnock Rock versus Celtic. In the Scottish League, I think that's an over 1.5 in this game. An over 1.5. Celtic versus Kilmarnock Rock is an over 1.5. Bran versus are playing at home. I think it's a game that Bran should be able to win. That's a very good bet in that regard. I think you should stake big in a game like that. El Nasr, now because of the influx of some of the top European sides in Saudi Arabia, you can't help but add them and their top sides. I think that Al Nassr are staying at home. They are playing against Al Tawaf. Cristiano Ronaldo is going to return. Tawaf doesn't really have a lot of these European top players in their team. Sadio Mane, top player coming in. I think the straight win for Al Nassr should be a good one. Werder Bremen are playing against FC Bayern Leverkusen. Werder Bremen are playing against FC Bayern Munich. I think that Bayern Munich is devoid of all their struggles that they've had in recent weeks, end of last season till now. A double chance for FC Bayern Munich, or even a straight win for them, should be a good one. Casapia versus Sporting Lisbon is on over 1.5. And over 1.5. Las Palmas and Valencia is a home or draw for Las Palmas. Rangers are expected to win their home game in the Scottish League. Al Ittihad versus Al Ittihad Jeddah in their game. We expect Al Ittihad to win. St. Galler's a handicap win also in the Belgian Jupiter League. Fiorentina straight win is also a handicap win for Fiorentina because the Italian Serie A is starting. Fiorentina were one of the best sides in the Italian Serie A last season. Played very good football, created some exciting chances. They were decent in everything that they played, dominated the game. And I expect that with the good football and very good possession, they'll create some good chances and they will get the job done. It's a handicap win for Fiorentina. Man City versus Newcastle, I've said earlier, is over 1.5. Liverpool, we expect them to win. Ajax expect to win. Molde expect to win. Dortmund, a double chance at home. Also, Club Brugge, I expect them to win. Slavia Prague at Czech Republic, we expect them to win. Slavia Prague playing at home is a difficult side to beat, and I expect them to win. Club Brugge also have found their home form, playing very well. Since the tail end of last season, had very good pre-season. I'm expecting that maybe a double chance, a straight win for Club Brugge. Vikings FC also a straight win. FC Porto straight win for them. Barcelona going away to go and play their game. I know the Barca did draw, especially in the Spanish League where you expect them to win. But I think that in the second week run, the Barca are going to get the results that are needed. Is a straight win for Barcelona this season. Besiktas in the Turkish League, straight win for FC Besiktas. Athletic Bilbao playing away to Real Betis, handicap 2-0, straight win, but handicap for Atletico de Madrid. Chelsea against West Ham, double chance for Chelsea. And there are a whole lot of the games. I mean, there are lots of the games. You can leave your comments, your comments in the comment section. In there, we'll discuss the games. We see which ones that you think is good for anyone. We can discuss it and see how best we arrive at a very, very good consensus for ourselves. So yeah, Fulham is also playing Brentford. Both of them played in the summer series in England, in the US. It's a game where I like the Brentford side. Thomas Frank's side are very, very difficult to break down. But mind you, Fulham were also very good last season. They were two of the best teams in London last season apart from Arsenal. And it's a game that I think that you can go for goals. And over 1.5 is sure in Fulham versus Brentford in that game. Also, Wolverhampton versus Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Brighton and Hove Albion over 1.5. In fact, all the games that are being played in the English Premier League on Saturday, the best bet is on over 1.5 on Saturday. All the games for English Premier League on over 1.5. So you can go Fulham Brentford over 1.5, Liverpool AFC Bournemouth, Liverpool winning over 1.5, or Liverpool over 1.5, Luton versus Burnley over 1.5, Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Brighton over 1.5, Tottenham versus Manchester United over 1.5, City versus Newcastle over 1.5. Then there are games in the Spanish La Liga. Real Sociedad, Betis can start from the Madrid straight win against Almeria, Athletic Bilbao. Then the Serie A, double chance Napoli versus Francione. It's the first game for Julian Lepeth, for Paulo Conceição as the manager of Napoli. Are going away to Francione. You have to be very careful. Yes, Victor Osimhen is there by a double chance for them. The host of the team is there. International versus Monza. It's a double chance International Milan. It can be a straight win, but you know it's double chance International Milan. RB Leipzig versus Bayern Leverkusen is another 1.5 in that regard. Paris Saint-Germain playing away to Toulouse goals. It's a game that you want to do. Paris Saint-Germain on over 1.5. So yeah, that's all me here on the Counter Press. Thank you for joining me, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I'm grateful for your time, grateful to have heard from you. Please do watch the notification below. This is a preview of Europe's games, and of course all the games for my Panthers. Thank you.